So main point of SN1 reaction was that first formation of carbocation takes place. ये सब, this is the basic need of your SN1 reaction. ठीक है, and that too stable carbocation. Stable carbocation. But sometimes what happens, even after getting the carbocation in the reaction, will not be able to get a stable one, है ना. Sometimes क्या होता है कि भाई हमें stable carbocation नहीं मिला, तब क्या करेंगे? What we will do at that time? Then for stabilization, rearrangement of carbocation takes place. Clear? Rearrangement, this thing we have studied in this chapter only in 12th. I have told you that how rearrangement is done. So what happened if in the means the carbocation you get in the reaction is not stable? So we used to stabilize it first by the rearrangement method. Clear? Next important point was taking off means including polaritic solvent. इसको इस तरीके से लो, polar protic solvent. What does it mean? What do you mean by this polar protic solvent? I've already told you that water is considered to be as a polar protic solvent. So what happened? The solvent which is more prone to the poles, which is more prone to create poles. So for means or and that means that creation of poles is because of dielectric property. Which is about 80 for H2O. Note it down. The dielectric property of water molecule is 80. That is why we used to take this water molecule with means as a polar protic solvent here. Clear? And for other alcohols, it is near about 50 something. It is around to 50 to 55. है ना? So if you want to take a polar protic solvent, so that has to be water every time. Okay? Because it has the highest dielectric property. Dielectric means it has this means these types of solvent has property to break the bond between the methyl and the halide group. They are more prone to create the poles. If the bond between they just, or you can say they just weaker this force that exists between the two connecting species. So for example, if one halogen is attached with the alkyl group, so dielectric problem means this polar protic solvent just weaker the force between them and just separate them out, and it will become negative and it will become R positive. So this is the work of polar protic solvent. Every time they just attack on the bond between the attached species, because when we used to make a compound, one is used to be electronegative and one is used to be electropositive. Clear? So it weakens the force between the electronegative and electropositive element. So this is the property of a dielectric solvent or polar protic solvent. Best example H2O, its dielectric value is 80 for H2O. That is why this is considered to be as the best solvent. Clear? Next important point, keep this thing in your mind. All SN1 reactions are exothermic. All SN1 reactions majorly are exothermic reactions. This is very important point. Note it down because you can get this type of question in your examination. Okay. Next is stereochemistry of SN1. What do you mean by stereochemistry? Stereochemistry means after getting the product, your product will be means like divert the plane polarized towards left or towards right, and that will decide the arrangement of the ions. For example, chemistry, we were studied about the retention and inversion. So you must know that the product which you are getting after performing your reaction, that is retention or inversion. These are the two optically active phenomena. So stereochemistry, this tells us about the structure, which tells us about that is the means your compound is optically active or not. Is it diverting the plane polarized light towards left or right? Clear? So these are the some important points which I want to tell you about SN1 reaction. Okay. Anything you can get in your objective paper out of these, because they used to ask generally about the basic things or important things or exceptions which are different from other reactions. Now we'll move to the next point. Factors affect rate of SN1 reaction. But what are the factors which affect the rate of reaction, the rate of SN1 reactions? Clear? कौन से factors होते हैं which are important for this? So first factor for this is main point is the compound which you are taking to perform your SN1 reaction, and that is alkyl group. The first point is nature of alkyl group. I'm telling you each and everything which is important in 12th class about the SN1 reaction, but when you go for the higher studies, you'll learn so many things which are quite different from 12th. Okay, so nature of alkyl group. So I've already told you that alkyl group means alkyl group play an important role, because we have to take that group for for performing the reaction which can form most stable carbocation. Clear? Now I just want to tell you some examples through which you will be able to identify that which one is more stable, which one is less stable. Since we know that 3rd degree carbocation is more stable than 2 degree, than 1 degree. But apart of this, one more concept is also there. Okay. I just want you to make a difference between these means alkyl group, so that you will be able to find out that which one is more stable. Apart of these three, I think you all have heard about allyl halide. Sometimes this also comes with say 2 degree, 3 degree and 1 degree, and the student get confused that because in these things, because they know that the 3rd degree is more stable than 2 degree than 1 degree, then what is the work of allyl halide? This is also important. If question is there with the allyl halides, so you have to do the reaction out from this also. So you must know that what allyl halide is, which means is allyl halide is more stable than 3 degree, than 2 degree or 1 degree. Clear? Okay. So let me just explain you this thing with the help of example. I think you all are familiar with the degrees. One more time I want to tell you so that you will get revision. This is 3 degree carbon. These dashes shows methyl group. So I'm not writing this thing again and again. Then 2 degree. Sorry. Then 1 degree. X. And then this is methyl. Methyl halide. Simple methyl halide. So 3 degree is more stable than 1 degree, and this is methyl. Methyl comes at last. Okay, this is just the general process. But now we will talk about allyl halide. Let me just explain you this thing with the help of an example, that how you can recognize the allyl halides. So for example, if I give you CH2 double bond CH 1 2 3 4, it's stable. Okay. For example, I give you this compound, and second one is CH3 CH CH3 Cl. Okay, so can you tell me that which one is more stable out of these, this one or this one? Any one of you, on the basis of this 3 degree, 2 degree, 1 degree methyl concept, because we know about the stability of carbocations. So if we talk about on the basis of stability, so which one is more stable? I am just giving you a simple question. There is a change. There is a difference in this question. How? See, when this chlorine get out of this compound, this will come in negative and this will come in positive. Okay. When this chlorine get out of this compound, this will attain positive charge. Clear? Now we have carbocations. This one is 2 degree. But in this case, we have one pi bond is there with the first carbon. Okay. So what happened? This compound is not stable. This means this carbocation is not stable at its state. So for stability, it will do resonance. Means this bond can go there or there also. It has resonating structures, two different resonating structures. And it do resonance for stability, because if this carbon require electrons, so what this carbon can do, they just break that bond between this and make means donates its electron to this carbon atom for stability. So they used to do a resonance for stability. And these types of compound are known as allyl halide. In 11th, we have studied about allyl halides. Clear? And which are more stable than 2 degree. Which are more stable than 2 degree. So I just want you to note one thing, that 3 degree is the most stable carbocation. After that, allyl halide comes, then 2 degree, and then 1 degree. Note it down. This is the most important thing. Because in board examination, you can get questions from the stability. And at that point of time, you have to explain them about that which one is more stable. Why they will not ask? Because do you have to just you give an answer in objective form, but you must know which is more stable. 3rd degree is the most stable one, then allyl halide, then 2 degree. 1 degree does not show actually any S1 type of reaction. But sometimes if you force a 1 degree compound, they can show SN1. If you lower the temperature, add some catalyst, means increase the strength of your means what solvent. So that at that point of time, मजबूरी में बेचारा 1 degree show करेगा. लेकिन in normal state, 1 degree does not show SN1 reactions. Clear? Note it down. This is the most important thing. Now, I'm giving you one more question. Tell me which one is more stable. This is your first question, objective, for your objective paper. So for example, CH2Cl, this is option A. Now we'll talk about option B. This, and this. This is CH3. This is also CH3, and this is also CH3. Clearly, बच्चों के दिमाग में अभी से ही आ गया होगा कि भाई 3rd डिग्री इज मोर स्टेबल, बट ऐसा नहीं है. CH, Cl, CH3. A part of this, one more concept is also there. So I just want to make the things clear to you. That is why I'm taking different examples. CH2 double bond, CH, CH2. Okay, let's just take it up to like this. So can you tell me which one is more stable? Can you just tell me which one is more stable? क्या हुआ? Clearly mind में आएगा कि ma'am, if this chlorine remove, positive, positive, positive. Now if we talk about the carbocation formation, so what happened? What happened? Since this carbon is directly attached with this benzene, okay, and we know benzene has alternate double bonds. So for stability, it can extract electrons from benzene also. So it can show resonance for stability. Okay, will not get a perfect carbocation. Okay, let's just move, means resonance, and it will be like stable. Let's just move to this. This is clearly 3rd degree carbocation. Okay, now let's just move to this one. This is very important. This is benzyl as well as 2 degree carbocation. This is benzyl as well as 2 degree carbocation. And this one is 1 degree. तो ये तो हमारे किसी काम का फिलहाल है नहीं. Will not talk about this one. Now, I just want to tell you one thing. This one shows resonance, so it can be more stable, but not more than this 3rd degree. 3rd degree is quite stable. But this is an exception case. Note it down. This is the exception case that when your alkyl halide is attached with a benzene, means it is in a benzene form as well as in 2 degree. So at that time, your C will be more stable than B. Then फिर A. And last one is D. This is the pattern of stability. This is the exception form. हाँ, अगर यहाँ पे ऐसा होता कि इस 2 डिग्री की जगह पे 3rd डिग्री प्लस बेंजाइल होता, तब 3rd डिग्री विल बी द मोर स्टेबल. बट हमारे पास यहाँ 2 डिग्री प्लस बेंजाइल. Benzyl can show resonance for stability. Already it will become stable after a point of time. But when you just compare this and this, so we have a resonance plus 2 degree. Apart of this, we have 3rd degree stable carbocation. So we'll not compromise with this. So first is C will be stable, then this B is stable, then A, and last one is D. It's no use for us. 1 degree does not show SN1 reaction in under normal condition. Hashtag के साथ. Clear? Note this down. Note it down. क्या note करोगे कि benzyl plus carbocation, that will be 3 degree less than 2 degree. ठीक है? Is more stable than 3 degree. Then allyl halide than 2 degree. Note it down. Note it down, beta, fast. Every time, with every question, with every compound, your formula or pattern will change. So I'm telling you 2 different things. In simple alkyl halide, 3rd degree is more stable than 2 degree than 1 degree. If allyl halide is there, then 3 degrees more stable than 2 allyl halide, than 2 degree than 1 degree. And if you have benzyl plus carbocation attached, means your carbocation is attached with the benzene group, and that too is 3 degree or 2 degree. So at that time, your benzene plus carbocation combination is more stable than 3 degree, then allyl halide, then 2 degree, and last than 1 degree. Clear? Now three criteria of stability is there. Okay. Okay. Let me just give you one more example. ये आपका IIT, AIEEE और काफी सारे कंपटीशन में इस तरीके से क्वेश्चन पूछा गया है. So I just want to tell you this question also. Note these questions carefully. Okay, let me just take bromine here now. A, B, 1, 2, 3, B, R. Okay, but detach this one. ये यहाँ पे कुछ नहीं है. This is attached like this only. ठीक है? This is on the this one. ठीक है? C. Because I want to give you some differences, no? That is why I'm just showing this BR. Which one is more stable? Which one is more stable? See, अगर ये ब्रोमीन बाहर गया, 1 degree carbocation will be there. If this bromine get out from here, 2 degree carbocation will be there. And if this bromine goes out, so this one is 2 degree or this one is 3 degree. Can you just tell me the difference? Okay, let me just do some change, please. So that because these two compounds are same actually. Yes. So now here we have 3 degree carbocation. Okay. So what is the first step? You just remove the halide group and take and just consider this which one is more stable. So first one is 3 degree, more stable than 2 degree, then this is 1 degree. इस type से question आएगा. But there is a difference. There is a difference. If I just put here or draw means if I just remove this first compound and 1, 2, 3, BR with a double bond. If this compound is there with a double bond, so this is allyl halide. So now the stability pattern will change in the next question. मैंने एक ही question में बेटा दोनों चीजें ली हैं, इसीलिए I'm just means just note it down here. So at that time, your allyl halide, since we have 2 degree here, 3 degree and 1 allyl halide. So 3 degree, then allyl halide, then your 2 degree. So the stability pattern will be like this. Okay. Next point is second point, nature of solvent. So I just want to summarize this thing. Nature of solvent, the second factor on which the rate of SN1 reaction depends. So second factor is your nature of solvent. So I just want to summarize this thing. Sorry, not solvent. Solvent thoda bada ho jayega. Okay, let's just take solvent first. Nature of solvent means I have already told you protic solvent. We used to take protic solvent. And which solvent is must is actually depend on that means what product you are getting. It's depend on the polar protic solvent and जिसकी dielectric value more हो, and that is water. H2O has 80 dielectric molar value. ठीक है? Clear? And there is a mechanism also. क्या होता है बेटा? When your means solvent react means or attack on any alkyl group, so at that point of time you will get two types of major product. Let me just give you one example and explain you this thing. For example, ये हम पहले भी ले चुके हैं. This is the chiral carbon atom, 4 different valencies, and if I dissolve this thing in H2O, so we will get two major products. One is retention, one is inversion. Mechanism I have already told you in previous previous examples. Okay, so CH3, COH, phenyl and hydrogen. Okay, another one is OH plus C, CH3. Mechanism I've already told you, so I'm not repeating the same thing again. Clear? So this one is when the OH molecule attacks from inside. This is the retention. And when from outside, or you can say mirror image of the first compound is inversion. 2 means on they are nearly equal to 50%. So 50% inversion and nearly equal to 50% of retention. Clear? This is the property of your this polar protic solvent. Next point is, third one is nature of leaving group. But this is important. That which leaving group you are having. For example, this is RX. This is your leaving group, which is leaving your alkyl group. So that can be iodine, that can be bromine, that can be chlorine, that can be fluorine. So just note this thing down, that according to stability, I negative is more stable than Br negative, then Cl negative, and then F negative. Note this thing down. If we have different types of halide in our group, हमें अलग-अलग halide के साथ और alkyl groups के साथ attach करके दे देते हैं और पूछ लेते हैं which one is more stable. So you consider iodine first, then bromine, then chlorine, then fluorine. So on the basis of stability, you also can get this type of question in board examination. Note it down fast. Jaldi beta, you have to go for your next class. Wait. Okay, I'm done here. So 3 things: nature of solvent, nature of your alkyl group, and nature of your leaving group. This type of questions generally they used to give you. They just confuse you between the carbocation and leaving group. How? For example, CH3, I'm just writing it in a simple form. CH3, I have given you here A option. Next one is CH3Br. Next one is F, and next one is Cl. So all of them have 3rd degree carbocation here. So if there is no difference in carbocation, so what you have to select at that point of time, you have to consider the nature of leaving group. So A is more stable than B, then D, and then C. This will be your criteria. So if they ask you which one is least stable, so least stable means the C1 is the least one, and this iodine is the most stable. Clear? So this is the difference. This is the criteria on which you can discriminate between different types of SN1 compounds, and you can get means any type of question out of these. So that is why I have already told you each and everything, on the basis of which you will be able to decide that which one is more stable in this SN1 type of reaction.